Welcome back, everybody. A major debate is raging about whether inflation has peaked or not. Investors are trying to read the tea leaves in commodities like gold and lumber and copper, but perhaps the dentist's office is where they should be looking. Here to explain is Vijay Sika, the founder and CEO of Sika Software. That's a cloud platform offering data-driven insights to non-physician medical practices. Vijay, it's good to have you. You've got data on inflation and consumer confidence for us. So let's start with inflation. What are you seeing?
Thanks again for having me here, Kelly. We have two indicators, and just to, before I just jump into the indicators, I wanted to let you know that we as a company are approximately a third of the serviceable United States dental market, and we are an API platform. We have about 124 million patients de-identified information on our platform through those practices. And one of the things that we are started to see is there is two major indicators that we are tracking. One of them is actually dental inflation indicator, which is very similar to recall appointments. And now this is not the retail world where there's a product recall because the product is faulty. This is periodontal recare appointments that a patient makes for a dental office. And it's about keeping the appointments. And the other indicator is related more to the consumer confidence. And we have seen very high correlations on those.
So let's start with inflation. What is it telling you?
It's actually very interesting. We are seeing positive correlation between from the perspective of recall and recare appointments to the inflation indicator. And it's currently showing us that it is going to continue increasing, maybe not as strong as it has been going up, but we have been tracking this data for almost 4 years now, and we are starting to see a 0.7 and higher correlation coefficient on that.
Okay, and that's telling you that maybe this is a little bit more transitory, some of these price pressures. What about on the consumer confidence side of things?
And that's another interesting one because that's about making appointments. So when I have a job, when I have security, when I have insurance, then I'll make an appointment. And that we have even higher correlation at 0.8 and above. And you know, these things are both related to each other, but it's also for the first time we are starting to see that there's an inflation indicator which is going up and also the consumer confidence indicator which is going up.
Although one interesting finding that you have here is that people seem to be in kind of a rush to get these appointments done, that there's almost, it's telling you there's sort of like a fear lurking beneath the surface where they're thinking, you know what, I'm covered right now. I need these treatments. I want to go ahead and get it done just in case my job goes away or just in case the coverage changes. I mean, I thought that was very interesting, don't you?
So overall, what the pandemic has done and the lockdowns and the Delta variants and the Lambda variants and other things, what they have done is they have created this concept of this fear in the minds of the customer and particularly patients. And as a patient, what you want to do is to just take care of if there is any dental appointments, any needs. And this is tied to recare and recall appointments. The other thing that we are also starting to see is that there is mass migration starting to happen, and people are moving. And before you move, you want to make sure your house is all cleaned up. Just like that, you want to make sure you visit your dentist, you get your teeth cleaned. Yeah. And
that gives you a sense as well that there's a shift in the population. So in so many different fronts, I know you guys can also use this data to help with life insurance and other health issues. And there's so much that can be gleaned here. Vijay, thanks for sharing it with us. We appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Vijay Sika is the founder and CEO of Sika Software.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.